Joe. Pull up a seat, let your truth unfold. Real talk, real hearts, real souls. It's coffee and conversations with Joe, where your voice has room to grow. No judgment, just love that flows. Coffee and conversation.
Good morning, y'all. Welcome in. Y'all know what time it is. It's Coffee and Conversation with your boy Joe Lockett. Y'all got y'all coffee? Y'all know I got mine, a cup of Joe right here to fill the coffee pot, man. We got an exciting guest today. Courtney Woods is in the building. She's doing some exciting stuff. Somebody told me she got her own little building, you know, a little something going on. But before we get into Courtney and everything she got going on, man, thank y'all so much. Number one, okay? Y'all been watching my my new series that I got called Coffee. Alicia, Monica, and Tasha, they doing their thing, right? Y'all make sure you check it out. New episodes up this morning. Thank y'all for watching that. And y'all nighttime folks, I see y'all out there, okay? Coffee, no sugar. After hours, y'all doing y'all thing. But can I tell y'all something? Friday, 12 o'clock, I got something else coming out original. That's right, your boy doing this thing. Yeah, y'all check it out Friday, 12 o'clock. I got a new something coming out. Just go to my page, you guys, to see what's going on. But y'all know how we do it on Coffee and Conversations, man. We got this show here is going bananas. So make sure y'all go out there to Facebook, LIM Network. Okay, one of the best networks out there. Then y'all go out there to on YouTube, LIM Network. What do that stand for? Getting y'all the quiz. Yeah, you sitting right there, man. I'm getting y'all the quiz. What does LIM stand for? Lock It In Media Network. I'm gonna give y'all a test next week. Y'all better pass it. All right. But go out there, subscribe to our page, follow us, y'all. And I appreciate you guys so much, man. We started from nobody to I think got like 600 people on YouTube right now. Subscribe, and on my on the LIM page, we got over 17,000 people that have followed and subscribed. So thank y'all guys so much. And on my personal page, I think I got like 15,000. So again, bless. Thank y'all for following us, sharing, commenting, talking about your boy, right? Because why? Without y'all, man, this would not be. So thank you guys so much. And I truly love y'all for everything you're doing for me and my team. And I got to give a shout out to my team, because without my team, it wouldn't be no me. So thank them for doing what they do behind the scenes, right? And speaking of my team, I don't be knowing what's going on in the street, because I see I'm busy with creating content and doing all this stuff, right? I got a person on my team that keeps us and me, you know what I'm saying, up to beat and up to information what's going on in Birmingham and around the globe. So y'all know who she is. Do y'all know? Y'all know who she is, right? Oh, Lisa, are you around, baby?
I'm here. Good morning.
What's up, Lisa?
What's going on?
Are you in a disclosed location? Or are you in the building?
I'm in the house sipping my coffee.
Oh, you in the house? Oh, okay. What kind of coffee are you drinking?
A cup of Joe.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, because if you're in the house, you ain't drinking a cup of Joe, man, you're gonna have a problem. So, Lisa, what's been going on with you this week, baby? You good?
I'm doing good.
You know, that was a little thing that you did called Ted Alabaster, right? That went on. How did that go for you? Just ask. How did that go?
TEDx Alabaster was phenomenal.
Yeah, she corrected me. I said,
that's right. I got it. I always got to correct you. But so TEDx Alabaster was phenomenal. It was held on August the 1st at Shelby County Arts Council. We had 14 amazing speakers.
You did.
We had live dance performance, saxophone player. It was awesome. Art exhibit in the art gallery by Grammy award-winning Dave Crenshaw.
Can I say sold out?
It's sold out.
Y'all sold out? Sold. I mean, listen, from last year to you weren't able to sell all the tickets to the second year of TEDx Alabaster, right? You was able to sell out, man. Congratulations, Lisa. I'm so proud of you, girl. You're doing your thing. And from what I hear, if anybody want to do a TEDx, they got to go through Lisa right now, through in Alabama. I'm just saying, because I'm saying it. She got the best one out there. The rest of y'all need to work. I said that.
We all work together. It's a collaboration.
Listen, I'm going to give you props where it's due. TEDx Alabaster is the one. Y'all need to model that with the rest of them TEDx's out there. Yeah, y'all need to model her. I'm just saying. So, Lisa, you did a great job, though. I would love to bring you on the show, though, Lisa, when you get some time so you can talk about it and have some of your, so why don't we do this, Lisa? How about you bring some of your people onto the show, and y'all come up here and we talk about that. I love to do that kind of show.
Okay, we can make it happen.
We may have to go to the art council and take the show on the road and go down to Alabaster and do that.
We can make it happen.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Lisa, with all that being said, congratulations on TEDx Alabaster and the success there and the sold out crowd. Lisa, what's going on in them streets, baby?
Halfway through the week, let's go. Lisa's got the coffee, Joe's got the show. Sip it strong, feel that aroma. Welcome to Lisa's Midweek Drama. The schmuck.
Now, you ain't heard this from me.
Oh, Lord, you sound like that doggone.
But the social media street are saying that comedian Kerwin Claiborne came to Birmingham. Now, he shouted out Birmingham, but it was actually Hoover to the Stardome, because everybody in the comments had to straighten that out. He did a couple of shows last weekend, and he said, and I quote, "Birmingham, I love y'all, but I'm never coming back to that comedy club ever again." We were like, whoa, because he was posting videos, everybody in there shining their light. The comments was chiming in. Everybody was saying how humorous it was, how much fun they had. He said, Joe,
what?
This man said he ain't been paid.
Huh? The comedy club, Stardome?
He said, I never, and I quote from his Facebook, never had any issues till now. So to make a long story short, they made some bread this weekend and I ain't get nothing, zilch, zero.
Okay, so I do have some questions about this. So Kerwin is a comedian that's well known across social media. He do all those little skits with the monkeys and he especially made the little
the voiceovers.
The voiceovers, right?
Yeah.
And when I caught up with him, he had the little black dude with the big eyes. Mm-hmm. That's the one I used to always watch, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, you do this. Yeah, so I love his voiceovers, right? And I guess he's really funny in person. I've never seen him. So how did he come here? And I'm just asking because I don't know. I've seen some of the stuff, but he didn't get paid at all, or he didn't get paid for the extras. Because if you're a comedian, you got a contract.
That's what we're saying in the comments. And I'm going to ask everybody, if you went to one of those shows, first and foremost, drop in the comments. Let us know how the show was. Let us know how the environment was, because I do want to put out there, they were recently sold. Bruce, the owner, he no longer is affiliated. So it was recently sold. Based on the comments, they're saying it's declining. So that's what we were all the Stardome, the actual venue. But those are the questions that we were asking in the comments. Did you not have a contract?
I'm thinking he got paid, but I'm thinking that
per his social media, and I quote, I never had any issues till now, but to make a long story short, they made some bread, but I ain't get zilch. And I'm paraphrasing because he used another word.
So again, like I said, his zilch and my zilch may be different because I just can't see Kerwin as experienced as he is. That doesn't mean doing in this business, not having a contract on what his fee is to come here. Every comedian at this level, especially at his level, what he's doing, right, should have a contract on what he's going to get paid, unless he didn't know about the selling of the ownership, and he just said, "Okay, I'll come," and didn't have a contract, and they said, "Since you don't have a contract, we're not paying you." That's a possibility.
That could be a viewpoint, since he specifically said, I never had any issues till now. But let's add another layer.
Sure.
So Mayor Randall Wolfen of Birmingham chimed in. Dear Kerwin, doggone it. We, the Birmingham delegation, apologize for you not getting your appropriate snaps. We are super fans. We want you back. Let's get you a different venue and make sure you get your bread.
And here's the thing, if they're really doing this, like I said, I don't know, so I don't really want to speak much on how this was. But comedians need to go ahead and step up and find out and make sure you're handling your business and get your contract straight before you get here. You know what I'm saying? Get your fee and understand what everything is going to be. Because again, without the comedians, if you're not paying comedians to come, you're not, whoever is an owner of Stardom now, you're not going to make money. I'm not going to get on this platform and be irresponsible and badmouth Stardom because I don't know the details. So allegedly, he didn't get paid any money, but we don't know that. But at least do me a favor, keep me up to date on that.
I say, and hey, let's take it a step further. Y'all tag Stardom. Let them. Hey, we'll invite them out to the show. Yeah. Tell your side of the story.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to hear because, like I said, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and try to get something to go viral. You know, I'm on the side of let's find out what happened and see can we correct the issue. And you know, Stardom, if you didn't pay the man and you know that you made bread off of, you know, make it right, man. Do what you got to go do because you know nobody wants to get a bad mouth in business. Real talk, because you know. Things can change real quickly for people when it comes to business. And I'm going to leave it right there. Anything else, Lisa?
That is all. Stay safe in those internet streets.
Hey, y'all, we want to thank Lisa for coming to us, man, making sure that we stay up to beat what's going on around the globe and sometimes even in your own back door at Stardom. Curran, you my dog, man. Come on back, bro. I think I love the mayor. We had him on the show a couple weeks ago. Our mayor going to look out for you, man. He going to make sure you get your bread, all right? Even if I got the chip in, man, Curran, I'm going to make sure you get your bread too, man. Come on back down. When you come back, man, make sure you come to Coffee with the Conversation so I can interview you, man. We'll make sure you get your bread. All right, y'all. I got a lot going on the show today. Y'all know I love doing this show. Been going on. We're going on now for 3 years. Can y'all believe it? Coffee with the Conversation going on for almost 3 years now. So thank you guys so much for that. And we always get some of the best guests. Some of y'all is hard to get to. I got a new segment that we're working on with the team that we're going to be doing. Lisa, it's going to be, once a month, right? And I think we're going to be doing something. I want to do something with restaurant, right? And so we've been talking about it. And once a month, y'all, I want to have a restaurant. How we want to do this, Lisa?
So we're inviting restaurants to come out, bring a dish or two, talk about your dish, talk about your restaurant, let us sample the food and tell us what specials you have going on. It's going to be smelling good in here. And I'm looking forward to eating.
And make sure you bring some enough for stuff. And the reason why we're doing this is because the restaurants are saying that they're having a very tough time, right? And so this is my way and our team way of giving back to the city that we love that's given us so much to help you guys out with your advertising, because we know advertising expenses for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to use my platform once a month to bring on different restaurants, mom and pop shops that got your business, and we're going to taste your food. And I'm not be a big food critic myself, but you know, we'll talk about what you got going on and things like that to let people know where to go find you. And I just want to try some different stuff out here. So if you're interested, get in my inbox. I'll send you over to my team, and we'll make sure that we can get you on the show. All right. With that being said, this Coffee and Conversation time. Y'all ready to have a conversation with your boy? Gary, you still ain't picked up your coffee. What is wrong with you? Pick up your coffee. Big dog picked up his coffee over there. You see him? Yeah. There you go. Come on down and flip the coffee pot and get you a cup of Joe too. Okay. All right. But with that being said, y'all, today I have the one and only. Her name is Courtney, right? But to y'all, she's known as Courtney Woods. And to some of y'all, she's known as Miss Woods. I'm going to tell y'all about that, why that is so in a little bit. So, but before we get to all of that, let me turn over him. Good morning, Courtney. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you today?
I am doing good. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
I ain't seen you in a minute.
I know. It's been years since I came on your show, but I love the growth. I love what you're doing. And keep it up. Absolutely.
Really?
Yes.
Talk to me.
Well, you know, the first time I came, we were in a station somewhere.
Radio station, yeah.
So, you know, this setup is more your thing. And you got your coffee, you put on your stuff. So I love to see it.
Well, thank you. Well, you know, you walked in this morning looking beautiful with her husband and
Baby Gia.
Yeah. Talk about that.
Yeah, so Baby Gia, she is an amazing little girl. She's 6 months old now, and you know, I'm just so thankful for her. She's just a light, and she makes my heart melt every single day.
So, how is it being a mom again?
So being a mom again, it's definitely been a blessing. You know, I didn't have a daughter. I didn't know if I was gonna have more kids, but I'm here for it. You know, the girls hit different, so I'm so excited to watch her grow and be there for her every single step.
Yeah, the girls hit different because they don't like the mama, they love the dad.
Well, we at the 6-month stage right now.
It's okay.
So I'm gonna try to change that narrative.
No.
This not gonna be a generational thing in my house.
We letting you know right now. Okay, she love her dad. Okay,
yeah, she's gonna be a daddy's girl.
She's gonna be a daddy's girl.
She's gonna be mama right now.
Right now, she's looking at you like, yeah, mama, I see you, but I'm with my who?
Nah, she loves her mama. Don't do that.
She loves her mama, but you know, she's gonna be a daddy's girl. I can already see that. For sure. So who came up with the name?
So actually, I was trying to come up with the name, and I mentioned something like Gianna or something like that. And then Jabril was like, why black folks always got to put honor and all this extra stuff on the end? And I was like, well, you know, Gia is cute. It's simple.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, we'll go with Gia.
Okay. So what's the full name?
Gia Woods Davies. So I gave her middle name. That's my last name.
I'm confused.
Her name is Gia Woods Davies.
Mm-hmm. So your married name is?
So my last name is Wood.
Okay.
And her last name is Davies. I gave her her dad's last name.
Okay, gotcha.
And I gave her her middle name is my last name.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and then once everything,
It took me a minute to catch on to that. Okay, cool. Listen.
It's not that hard to catch on. Gia Woods Davies.
Yes. And now I got it. Well, she's a special, beautiful little girl, man. I'm sitting here looking at her. She all in her daddy's arms. I think she should come to the interview, Courtney.
I don't think this will be a good day. She had a long weekend. Yes, she did.
Oh, hey, Jill.
What you think?
No. She ain't got to come up here. No. She ain't. Look at her. I ain't trying to go to you.
She'll come back when she starts talking.
Hold up. Yeah, if y'all could have seen this off camera, when he was trying to bring the baby up here, she was like, I ain't leaving my
Yeah, she had a long weekend, so she kind of just getting back around to her bubbly self.
You know something? With my two daughters, the same exact thing. You know, I hadn't seen my daughters in a long time, but when they saw me, I just knew both of them were daddy's girls. So you know, it's the exact same thing. So how's business been going for you?
Everything's been going good. Everything's been going good, keeping me busy.
So for the people who don't know Courtney, what all do you do?
So I am an award-winning master promotional website designer, celebrated 10 years in business in December. And I absolutely love what I do. I'm very passionate about it. I've been passionate about it since a very young age. So just being able to do it for a living is something that I'm extremely thankful for.
Okay, so Courtney, let's talk about this here. I'm gonna get into your business because I know there's a lot to talk about that, but I want to talk about this first. Being a woman, right? Being having a family and starting a business, right? How did that come about for you? How tough has that been for you? Because I got a lot of people who watch the show, right? That see you and see you doing these things, been in business for 10 years. How difficult was it for you to actually get into business and keep it going for 10 years?
So it's definitely not a walk in the park. When I first got started, I thought that it would be because I just love what I do. My skill set has grown. So I was thinking like, okay, I'll just design websites for people, pick up new clients. Because very early on, I had a couple of clients from out of state that was long-term clients doing really, really good. So I felt like being here local and focusing more on the local market would be something that would be simple, easy, and help me to grow. And so over time, I've learned, clients come, clients go. Some of them are long-term, some of them are one-off. So, just being able to take everything one step at a time, one day at a time, continuing to just renew my practices, be innovative, and make things better along the way has been something that I've constantly doing. So I'm really big on self-improvement and personal development as well as professional growth. So that's something that's super important to me.
So along the way, did you lose family and friends?
Did I lose family and friends? I did.
How was that for you?
So I lost my mom, I lost my granddad, and along the way, one thing is when my mom was kind of sick, I was able to take care of her. One of my clients that I was working with, that was like one of my biggest clients that I ever had, I had been working with them for years, but I had just been feeling in my spirit for a while like it was time for me to kind of close out that contract. So, you know, I was kind of taking my time, like, okay, I got it, I'm gonna do it. And, you know, the feeling just kept getting stronger and stronger. So I closed out that contract, and not long after that, my mom's health started declining. So I practically would stay with her, be with her, maybe just leave to go pick up my son from school. And during that time, I was able to still complete projects and bring in revenue from my laptop because I can work from anywhere. But I knew that if I would have stayed in that contract, it probably would have been extremely hard for me to be there for her. And the situation could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I could have been out of town, you know, at the important times, and that just would have been not a good situation because I was on her only daughter.
Wow, you was the only daughter. The only child, or just the only daughter?
Just the only daughter.
The only daughter.
Yeah.
So when the end came for your mom, and then you were still in business, right? And you had to get up that next check. What was that like for you?
Honestly, being able to complete projects on my own time is super helpful. So, you know, if I can just kind of take time to grieve and then come back and pick up after I've had some time. And if I have a moment or something, I can kind of just shut down for a little bit, have my moment, and then, you know, get back to it.
Now, I believe this myself, Courtney. You tell me, I think women are stronger than men, especially when it comes to handling things emotionally. Y'all are emotional creatures, but I think emotionally y'all handle things better than men, right? And so I want to go here with you. When you was in business and you was going through the emotional, you know, roller coaster, which is, did that make you stronger?
I definitely believe that everything we go through makes us stronger. So I would have to say absolutely. Absolutely. And then other people, I'm able to kind of speak into them and let them know some of the things that was just kind of revealed to me. And even like, you know, Zon, Lisa, she was my mentor. And, you know, she was like one of my biggest cheerleaders. So just losing her as well on this journey was something that made me stronger because I was really seeking answers. Like I lost a couple of people that were really close to me. And so just asking God, like, why, how could this person, you know, be so helpful in my life? And then you just take them away, and actually getting the answers to those questions is a form of comfort that brings strength that I didn't know I could tap into.
Man, if y'all just locking in with us right now here on Coffees and Conversations live at the Filter Coffee Parlor, come on down and get your cup of coffee. But we're talking to the one and only Courtney Woods this morning, man. And I'm loving this conversation that we're having because I want to go here when we're talking about, you know, everything that you have went through. Knowing these things and seeing all these things right now, let's talk about this. Who did you lean on? Because you help a lot of people. You do personal development and you coach people, correct? During that time or even now, right? Who do you seek out to be your mentor, or do you have a mentor?
At the moment, no. I honestly lean and depend on God wholeheartedly, and He's been there for me through a lot of the battles I had to face, fight, and overcome. And then now my significant other, you know, he's definitely a strong shoulder for me to lean on. And then, you know, sometimes if I'm having a moment and I look at my daughter and a smile on her face, everything's gone. So it's just, you know, being able to tap into those people around.
You know, on Coffee and Conversation, I like to get into deep conversations because we can talk about our business, which we do, and all the accomplishments that we have. But I'd love to talk about how do we get there? How do we get through it, right? Because once I get to your story and the glory of what you've done, right, that's going to sound good. But I want to know when you were going through that moment on your darkest day, right? Before Gia came into the picture, right? What got you out of bed? What made you want to get up and go talk to that client, and that client called you, they sent a text message like, right? But you gotta get up. You gotta go do what you gotta go do. What was that moment and what got you through it?
Okay. Well, honestly, after Von passed, it brought me down to my knees because I found out about it on social media. And that's, a whole nother thing, whole nother topic for a whole nother day. But pretty much when I found that out, it brought me down to my knees. I was weak, like laying down for like 2 days, like not my sister and stuff like that. And one of my clients called me, lives in Las Vegas. This was during the pandemic. They had just shut the world down not too long ago. And she said that she was doing a Hurt to Healing challenge, which is where she would go live on social media for 2 weeks straight and she would bring on different guests. So I was one of her guests, and preparing for that and just the words that she was speaking into me and me having to say, okay, I'm gonna pull myself together for this opportunity. This is what my loved ones would want me to continue to do. It healed me, being able to be a part of that. And during the pandemic, just being able to pour into other people. And then we would have virtual lunch and learn. So people that were in the live stream that wanted to come over to the upsell, we would do a virtual Zoom with them, and I would help them with their website design and different types of things that they needed for promotions. And also, she has a personal brand where she really pours into people and ministry. So it was just something that by the time it was over with, it really helped me to build back some of that strength that had
been taken. That's cool. The last few moments, or I'm gonna say that the last month or so, right? What were some, if you don't mind sharing, if I'm going too far, let me know. What were some of those moments, knowing that that it was coming towards the end? This is the one who brought me here. I gotta keep going. Is there something that you can share with me that was special to you at that moment?
Honestly, I was in denial the whole time. I didn't see it as she was coming towards her end. I saw it as she was gonna bounce back, like she had bounced back before, because she had some health issues in the past. So I never, with my faith just wouldn't let me go there. My grandma did have a conversation with me one day at the hospital, and she was saying that she didn't think I was accepting it. And that kind of did put me in the mindset of, okay, this really might be coming to an end. And she kind of passed not too long after that. So I was kind of, in a sense, they kind of prepared me for it. But yeah, to be honest with you, I was in denial. I was in denial. Did I answer your question?
You did.
Okay.
No, because I want to thank you for being honest. Because there are a lot of people right now that's watching this show. And everything ain't rosy for all of us that go through stuff, right? You go through a divorce, you go to therapy, lose friends and things like that, right? But then you're award-winning business owner, right? You just had a beautiful child. You got significant other in your life. You're doing well, right? But what I do believe when it comes to these conversations, things like this, Courtney, you tell me what you think. We don't talk about enough about how we got it out the dirt to get here, right? And so when we're talking, it sounds good that you did it, but you look superficial to me. You see what I'm saying? So when I'm having a conversation with people, I always want to talk about, okay, let's talk about how you got here. Let me study that root a little bit. Because if I understand that you went through some of the stuff that I'm going through, that gives me hope. That gives me inspiration. And then I can say, okay, I want to be like Courtney Woods when I grow up. Because she went through the same path I went through. If I just came here and started talking about all the stuff that you've done and how great you are and follow my business here, right?
It's not relatable because everybody can't relate to that.
You're only going to relate to the people that's on the same level as you.
Right.
Right. And that's not what we're here for, right? And for me, I'm not. Because I learned when I heard Steve Harvey talk about him sleeping in the car.
Right.
Right.
It's inspirational.
That's when I learned that I could be like Steve Harvey. That's how me and Steve Harvey called my name, a couple of years ago on the radio, because I saw myself in him. Stephen A. Smith told me how he got started, right? So I love that I have an opportunity now. I stand on those guys' shoulders. So I try to do the exact same thing they did. Tell me, let's have a conversation about what you went through to get to where you are. To be that woman that's sitting here today on conference and conversation, hollering at your boy to like it, right? And what those things seem like. So I appreciate you taking the time today and breaking all that down to us. Let's go here. Okay. Y'all liking the conversation right now? I'm liking it. I don't get y'all like it. I want to go here with you. What was the moment when you found out?
I'm weak.
When it hit, talk to your boy. What was that like? Were you happy, scared, laughing, crying? It's not.
I was definitely happy.
Okay.
I thought that I wanted to have another boy because you know a lot of times people always think boys are easier, but when I found out it was a girl, I was like, okay, I got a little excited, and I'm like, yeah, we gonna dress alike, we gonna mommy and me type stuff. And when she actually got here, those girls really do hit different. So
meaning,
I'm
so glad. A couple of times. So what that mean?
Well, just their softness, their personality, and stuff like that.
Soft.
I know all babies are soft, but I'm a woman, so just knowing that I get the opportunity to raise this little girl up into a woman one day, it's exciting to know. You know, we're gonna go shopping together. We're gonna get our nails done. I'm gonna check her out of school on her birthday, all of that type of stuff. So it's exciting.
What trying to say? The 16-year-old son, you didn't feel like that with me, mama?
My 16-year-old son, he's like my right hand man. That's my rider. He been with me through the trenches. Like my that's my
What's
boy.
his name?
Cordes.
Okay. And so is he in sports, music?
Yes, so he absolutely loves football.
Okay.
With everything in him.
Okay. So
I put him in baseball when he was 4.
Okay.
He didn't stick with it throughout middle school. He played basketball for 1 year in middle school. And he said, I want to just stick with football. So that's his thing.
Okay, football. Okay, so he's 16. That means he's a sophomore, junior?
Yep, sophomore.
Okay, he's a sophomore right now. What's your joy about him every time you see him now?
Just watching him grow into a leader in his demeanor and just knowing the stuff that I instill in him, I can kind of see surfacing. Like I always tell him, you don't have to do what everybody else do. If everybody else going this way and you go that way, ain't nothing wrong with it. You do, you know, I try to teach him to be a leader and stuff like that. So just seeing little instances where it comes out, it just makes me happy.
Wow. So you being a mom, now, running a business, right? Do you have a full-time job or your entrepreneurship is your job?
Yeah, entrepreneurship is my job.
That's a lot, Courtney.
It is. Because
you don't have a steady paycheck. Just saying, that's you know, being a mom and being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Now, you say you've been in business for 10 years. The name of the business is
PC Media Tech.
PC Media
Techs with the TECH.
Okay. Where did the name come from?
So when I initially started my business, the name of it was Professional Creations with the capital FRESH. And then I learned that was just too much. I had to spell it every time, and the email address was long, and the website link was long. And I was Professional Creations. Our designs are professional, but they fresh and creative. So yeah, but that was too much on the business side. So I got some advice to change my name, and you know, we threw out some different ideas, PC Media, and I was like, well, I'm gonna put the text at the end. So it went from Professional Creations to PC Media Text in 2022, and now it's a lot shorter, a lot easier to communicate, and yeah.
That's what y'all learn, right? Y'all ain't got to put all that crazy stuff in there. Keep it simple. Simple the better. Don't do it. So, everything that your company does right now, what did it start out with? With the first year, right? What were some of the services, and tell me what you do into?
Okay, so when we first started off, we were doing website design, and then we started working with a really popular marketing consultant, and we learned all about sales funnels and high ticket offers and creating a sense of urgency and all these different types of things like digital products, because we were doing all of this for them and their clients on the back end. So it was like a really, really fast paced type thing, because you're dropping different offers, different things every single day, every single week, depending on how big your audience is, you know, and it's selling out. So we were always helping with webinars. This particular client had like 2 or 3 conferences, so I would go out and help them with the conferences. If it was a virtual conference, I'll bring ideas to the table. Like during the pandemic, I brought the idea to the table to do like a virtual green room. So before the presenters went on stage, they would come into the Zoom and we would make sure their camera and everything was straight. So, you know, I was doing all of that from home on my laptop. And that's really where I got my start. So when I started just focusing more on building my business and working on my business instead of just in it, that was some of the stuff that just stuck with me. So now when my clients come, it's so easy for me to help them package themselves, their personal brands, and help them really generate more revenue from whatever it is that they already specialize in, because they're the experts at what they do. And a lot of times they're leaving money on the table because they don't know all of these different avenues where they can be.
So clip this, producer. I want you to clip this. Where I'm going to go to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I produced that. Yeah. But yeah, I want you to make sure you clip this. But because I want to go here. Mm-hmm. Do what you're saying. Now, I want you to be told this is a conversation. Ain't nobody watching. Ain't nobody paying me any attention.
Okay.
What you're saying with the funnel of the sales, the marketing, right? Courtney, does that stuff really work? I mean, does it really work for some person who nobody knows? I ain't talking about the corporations, they got a bunch of money. I'm talking about somebody like me. Mm-hmm. They don't really know me for real. I said I'm going to put on a webinar, right? And you do this sales funnel thing, right? How likely is it for me to hire you and my thing sell out?
So the first thing that I'm going to do is make sure you get your messaging right, because a lot of times some people have a wonderful idea, product, service, or event, but the messaging really has to be carefully thought out and put together. And then not only that, but the branding too, because you can position yourself as a brand into a place where you look larger than life. Like my company, before I had an office space, when I was working from home, it looked like it was a larger company. I have a lot of clients from out of town that I was working with very early on. So really just the way that you position yourself as an authority in the digital space. And then you also have to build a community. A community is important. That should be like one of the first things that we're building up. So everybody was talking about the oxtail man that came down here, had the line wrapped around the building. People was paying to get in, paying to get oxtails. And that's because he has a personal brand. He has a community. It don't matter if he's selling oxtails, aprons, or grill supplies. It's gonna sell out.
You know, man, he took the time to build it up. You know, when Lisa, we did say when we talked about that, right? Because we said, was it a fluke or was it because he had a brand already?
It's because he has a brand.
Exactly. But again, I'm gonna have to press you a little bit, Courtney.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Right? Does it work? Because what I heard was, if you have this, if you have this, okay, then I can do what I do. But if you don't have that, so I'm asking, if I paid you, right, and I don't have the community, right, does it work?
Yeah, that's why I was saying the most important thing to do is build their community. Because when you build your community, that's your base. And these are people that feel like they know, like, and trust you. And so that's why that's a really first step.
So if you don't have a community, I really can't use you until I build my community, unless you're going to help me build my community.
Yeah, I've helped people build their community, manage their communities before, and keep their communities active and going. So that's a lot of stuff that I've helped people do on the back end.
So what happens now for companies, not just yours, right? I'm novice in this. I'm not, I'm saying it's for people watching. Okay. You stop helping me and run out of money.
You what?
You stop helping me because I run out of money. So I can no longer employ you to do my back end work with my community. Do you give my community back to me? Does that stay? Or do you lock it in and, you stop doing what you're doing and that stuff stays with you? How does that work?
No, everything that we create or that's generated for your brand, it stays with you. Even like your website. I've built websites and on in-house, on-site communities for people before, and everything belongs to you. You paid for it. I just designed it. So now if we're no longer working together, you got what you paid for.
So I'm asking you because I know you do the right thing, but a lot of companies, that.
Right.
So that's what I'm asking. I'm not talking about you. I want people to understand. I'm not talking about Miss Woods and her company. I'm talking about the ones that y'all be out there finding on there for a little low, and then they disappear on you. You can't get into your stuff. That's why I'm asking this question, because it's important. Like when everybody want to give their social media, they want to give their IP over to somebody quickly so they can move on with what they're doing, but don't realize is if you stop paying these folks, you can't get in touch with them. you have more control over what you're doing.
Yeah.
So speak a little bit on that.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot from newer clients. A lot of times they feel like they have to start all the way over from scratch because they can't get in touch with their web designer. And what I normally will do first is try to get them access to their stuff. So I've actually got the contact information and reached out to previous web designers. I've actually reached out to companies like, GoDaddy, WordPress, or wherever their stuff is located at to try to get them access to their stuff. And if we can't, then we start from scratch. But a lot of times I have been able to retrieve their access. And that's something that I've never understood. I used to call it graphic design horror stories. So people come to me and tell me like horror stories that happened to where they lost all of their stuff.
A lot of people,
and then a lot of people go through it. So, that's just one thing that I pride myself in being able to do is just kind of, and some people are like traumatized. Like I know one lady, it took her like 2 months to start working with me because she just had been through so much.
Well, this is one thing I do say, Courtney, you talked to me about this, right? People that are entrepreneurs or homepreneurs, what I call them, right? You try to do everything on a low because you don't have a lot of money. You got a friend that knows somebody that's doing something, you give them a little bit of money and they do something that you couldn't do, right? And what usually happens is that person that you did on a low gets us another job. They don't care about what they were doing with you anymore, right? And so everything that you gave them, they either forgot it, they changed their number. And so I've heard those horror stories happen in that number. And so I'm going to ask you this. I would say that you pay for what you get. If you start a business, I would say go ahead and go to a reputable organization in the beginning, right? That way you don't have to worry about these people disappearing on you. Cheap ain't always best. Now, I've done cheap, but I've always, and for me, just make sure when I do it, I know the offering. I don't stay with the cheap, right? Because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get to point B. But once I get to point B and I got a little bit of money, I'm gonna take point A and get it all together. Then I'm gonna move it on, move it on to what I got to do. That's always been me. What would you say to somebody watching right now that's getting ready to do their social media? Because everybody want to do AI, everybody want to do, put it into ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, right? And thinking they can get the results. And then you're out there. What's the difference between Courtney and AI? I want to know what's the difference between you, because what can you do for me that AI can't do?
Well, a lot of times I can just look at certain designs and stuff and tell that it's been done with AI. And I even have seen people on social media saying it as well. Now, there's different ways that you can prompt it to make it look a certain type of way, but I would definitely try to work with somebody that has experience in that area, like PC Media Text, because it's a certain way that you can schedule out your content so that it'll just be more efficient. Now, using AI, you'll be able to like create graphics, create flyers. Maybe you can drop a video or two in there and then it will chop it up for you and stuff like that, which is very useful. So if it's not in the budget or you don't have the desire to work with someone that can be able to handle that for you so you can focus more on your business, then we actually have a content challenge going on at the Empowerment Lab where people can come. It's normally valued at $150 a week, but for only $10 a week, they can come. And our facilitator is Kaylin Williams of All Eyes on You Branding. And they can actually come and they can learn how to automate their content in a really professional way until they get to a point where they're ready to hire someone to manage it for them.
Okay. So when it comes to the management of your business on social media, do you really need a social media manager?
The thing is, small business owners in particular need to spend every ounce of time, energy focusing on their business. So when you're constantly worrying about, well, what am I going to post today? I haven't posted in 3 weeks. I got to, keep posting so I can be visible. Sometimes I get revenue from social media and different things like that. That's something that you shouldn't have to worry about. Now, if you're not ready to hire someone yet, it's cool. There's options out there like the content challenge for you. But if it's something that you can do, just like you got producers and people in here helping you. Imagine if you had to do all of this by yourself.
I did.
You did, but you see the value of having them, right? So you don't have to worry about it. You just walk in the door, get mic'd up, and you got your business. So that's the same thing. It's best for small business owners to spend every bit of time and energy that they possibly can, focusing on generating revenue for their business instead of trying to create everything.
Can I push back a little bit, Courtney? Because we having a conversation for business.
Absolutely.
Because I think this is important. Courtney, I got a lot of money. Okay, I'm a business owner. My bills to do. I'm trying to make money. I need content creation, and I need you. Do they really need you? Because if they can't afford you, you can't really do anything for them. You see what I'm saying? So what's the balance here?
The balance. Okay, so just like you said before, you were able to have producers and people to help you. You had to do it yourself. So if someone is not in a position to hire someone to help them, like how you have your amazing people in here helping you, we do have other options. We have the content challenge, and when they come, they will learn how to create, edit, and schedule 30 days of content. So now it's rolling out by itself, it's automated, and now they can put all their time, energy, and focus into their business.
Good point. Now I want to go here because this is what I did, right? Before I was able to do what God blessed me with now. I would hire a Courtney. I would go in and get a consultation with you, right? Maybe every other week or once a month. I'm here, right? And I pay you for your time. What should I do here? So I'm paying you for your time. You tell me what I need to do, right? So that's what I did, right? I would get a consultation from someone who knew the business, and then they would give me ideas on how to get to the point so I can actually start to afford you. That's what I did. Because if I couldn't afford you, I couldn't afford you. You see what I'm saying? And I don't like you said, I don't have time to go to doing talent at that time, right? I'm busy. So I had to figure out a way within my schedule to be able to soon be able to afford you or get some of your time. So what I did was, what is your consultancy? Right. Do y'all do that, or that's not something?
We do. It's $150 an hour.
That's cool.
And pretty much how that works is you schedule it. We have the virtual. You get to keep the recording, and you also get 14 days of follow-up support. So it's great for getting unstuck, figuring out how to build a community on your website. And so, I'll walk them through, and then also send them a copy of the recording. And if they have any questions or need extra help after, then they got access to me for 14 days.
And see, and the only reason I'm bringing that up because if you're a business owner, you can't afford $150. You don't need to be in business anyway. That's just me personally. But at this point, that's an entry point to get to you with a little bit of expertise. Advice, you made $150 for your time, right? But then the rest of the work is going to be on me. If I care enough, I'm going to take that time because I didn't invest in my money to it now. So I'm going to do what you said you're going to do. And now you say I got 14 days, so I'm going to use those 14 days sparingly, but I'm going to get the work and get on because eventually I want to be able to hire you. See what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, in my humble opinion, because I know with me, I didn't have the money. I wanted to hire you. I wanted to, but I figured what I realized is if you pay people for their time, they don't mind giving you advice.
Right.
People don't want that they got this information. They don't want to just sit there and talk to you on the phone and get it's like a lawyer, right? If I'm going to give you some information, you need to pay me. So I would say all entrepreneurs, and tell me if you think this is true. Whether it's $150, whether it's $300, pay them. It's a one-time thing, but what you'll leave with there is this information, right? One thing I've learned about this business world, either I'm on the phone with somebody who got the information or I'm in the room with somebody to get the information. As long as I get the information, I walk away, I've stolen everything I need. That's the way I look at it. Because now I understand what I need to do to get to the next level. That makes sense? Because if I don't have it, if I don't have the information, I can't get there. If I got to keep going through you and I can't afford you and only you holding on to the information, I'm stuck. You see what I'm saying? So I always tell people to get as much information as you can if you can't afford it. Now, if you can afford to have your content person out there to do your business, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, we got packages that start as low as $375 a month, and they're actually done for you services in addition to DIY. So if you need training, if you need extra help, you can use those hours for either way.
Let me ask you this now, before we move on. And this is to help y'all. That's why I'm having this conversation, y'all. When it comes to social media, and you running my social media. What does that look like from a company of yours? Like, are you coming in taking pictures, doing background roles for me? Do I have to send you information? What does that look like?
Okay, so the packages that we have, my company in Pacific PC Media Tech, we don't do a whole lot of social media management on the front end. We do on the back end as far as helping edit the videos and stuff like that. But our business partner, Mobile Mission, they'll come out. The different packages that they have available may include however many media days that you get, and then they'll come out, get the content, we'll edit it and help get it scheduled out and stuff like that. And then we also have other partners. So if it's like more of a luxury upscale brand or like a girly girl type brand, we use All Eyes on You branding.
Okay, so you contract other people to do that kind of stuff. Gotcha. That sounds great. Is there anything else that I'm missing within this conversation today? Talk about your business. I mean, there were some things that I was curious about. What else I'm missing?
So our website design agency, PC Media Tech, also has a nonprofit side, PC Empowerment, where we raise awareness about digital mental health. And really that came about because I would come home from working all day on the computer, and sometimes I would just feel mentally exhausted, and I didn't really know why I would have certain points like that in the day. And so I did my research. I learned about information overload, digital exhaustion, and all of that. And I started recognizing my triggers. And so I would do something about it. I started coming home, decompressing with no phone, no TV, no screens for about 30 minutes, and just getting right back in my mental space. And so as I learned more about how technology affects our minds, I felt like this is something everybody needs to be aware of. So that's why we raise awareness about digital mental health. And then we recently in June just opened the Empowerment Lab. So it is a 3-story building over on 3rd Avenue.
All 3 stories you?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
But it's right across the street from
I heard you
First
say not
Horizon.
yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, more to come. But yeah, it's right across from First Horizon Bank. And so in that building, we actually have the biggest office space in there, about 2,200 square feet. And we do co-working, dedicated desks. We started doing workshops and programming. That's why I was telling you about the content challenge. And we got some more stuff rolling out so that we can really just help the business ecosystem to have the help that it needs, because it's not easy growing a business, and especially here in Birmingham, a lot of people work in silos, work separately and alone and stuff like that. So just being able to have that support that you need in-house, because everyone that's a part of our business incubator will have access to marketing services. Shout out to Mildred over at People's Optimum. We're partnering with them to bring in the HR side. So now as you're building and growing, you got access to expert marketing agency in-house. You got access to HR development and whatever you need as far as human resources wise in-house. A lot of small businesses and family-run businesses don't use solid HR practices, and that's something that we're working on and that we want to see other small businesses incorporate, because it's important. We need each other. We all out here trying to grow. Yeah. So that's just what time it is.
And I like that. And if you need anything from us, I'd love to be able to work with you when it comes to the media and the podcasting. I'm pretty good at what I do. So if you guys need any kind of mentorship or somebody come to teach a class or whatever.
Absolutely. We have workshop partners, and we get money together with our workshop partners. So we love to discuss what that looks like.
We'll be glad to do some stuff with y'all. Because I love the money gonna come. And me and you both know that. But I love to put back into my community, into my people, because I think the stuff that it took me over 13 years to learn, right? I have a blueprint, right? And I can give you the Beavis and Butthead version of what I went through, right? To get you started so you can understand the philosophies about it. You know what I mean? Because you can go through the dissertation of it and sound professional, but you don't need all that. Let me just go ahead and just tell you, okay, these are the things you're going to get done. If you don't get these things done, it's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? And most of it boils down to, do you want to be great or you want to be good? People who want to be good still sitting on the sideline. The ones that want to be great, here we are. Right. And I would tell you that all day long, right? Everybody I started with in radio, a lot of them, they was there before me, and they gone. I'm still here. They come to me now sometimes, right? Because they're no longer doing radio or TV, right? Because I'm still in this, because I want to be great. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't planning on going nowhere. right? So y'all make sure y'all stay tuned for that. We got some more stuff coming out ourselves. But with all that being said, Courtney, number one, before we get out of here, I got to say, baby girl, it's been a long since I've seen you. I'm super proud of you, girl.
Thank you.
Get your coffee cup up here.
Yeah, y'all better get with it.
Yeah, girl. Congratulations on all your success. Congratulations on the baby. Okay.
Thank you.
You're doing good things, man. I'm super proud of you out there. I do always ask my guests something before I turn to the audience over. If you don't mind, I can a couple more questions. Just one or two. How does God speak to Courtney? Okay. Does he speak to Courtney in a voice? Does he speak to Courtney in a dream, a reoccurrence or something? How does God speak to you?
I love this question. So over time, I've learned that it depends on the situation. Is it an urgent, dangerous situation? It could be audibly, it could be loud, it could be a strong pulling. Is it just something else? It could be, I might see something and, think of a story or something like that that comes to mind, and that story will speak to me, maybe something that I'm going through. It might be just some words that somebody said or something that I saw that kind of just speaks to me. If I share it with somebody that's kind of not open-minded in that way, they might say, oh, you just saw a leaf fall from the tree. What that supposed to mean? That don't mean this. But I know when it's, something speaking towards me.
I usually would go here, but I'm going to take it a little bit different since you got a baby job. When she look at this 15 years from now, and she look up her mom on YouTube, and she going to see this real clip, I want you to tell her something that you think about today, and you're hoping when she get older, when she see this, she's on that path.
Okay. You want me to look at the camera or look at you?
I want you to look at the camera because you're talking to your baby 15 years from now.
So you are a trailblazer. You walk
right here.
You a trailblazer. You walk heavy in your purpose, and you don't let can't nobody, matter of fact, stop you, block you, or keep you from doing anything that you set out to do. You are everything. And you keep pushing, no matter the ups, no matter the downs. Mommy is proud of you.
And I do this at the end of all my shows. I want to thank you so much, Courtney, for coming on the show. We appreciate you. Nothing but continued success for you. Hopefully we can work together in the future. Go ahead. I'm going to give the audience to you. Okay. Tell them anything that you got going on, whatever you got, where they can find you at. The audience is yours.
Okay. So thank y'all so much for watching. Again, if you go to pcmediatech.com and click to work with us, you can schedule a free 15-minute phone consultation, and we can talk about whatever website or promotional design help that you might need. And you can also call or text 205-827-3283 anytime, and reach out to us if you would like to schedule a tour at the Empowerment Lab, co-working space, dedicated office. If you need private office space, just hit us up. We love to have you.
All right, guys. The one and only Courtney Woods right here on live on Coffee Conversation with your boy Joe Lockett. Y'all make sure y'all check out my new episode of Coffee. It's up there right now. Go find out what Alicia and Tasha is doing. Got a little something going on with the principal. Y'all go check that out. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys tonight on Coffee No Sugar After Hours. And I got something special coming up for y'all on Friday at 12 o'clock. Go to my page, Joe Lockett. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy, right? AKA Mr. Coffee. You know how I feel about you, right? I love you. See you guys next week.